Hey, 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 good morning, guten Tag. I don't even know what guten Tag means. It could mean hello. I don't know. Anyway, it is episode 182. It is Tuesday morning. And we today on the podcast are talking about good being the enemy of great. Let that sink in. Good is the enemy of great. You have to be willing to give up a good life in order to get a great life. Good stops you getting a great life. Many of you will know that I have a podcast called The Betting Guy. And it's been going now for 3 years. We get 60,000 downloads a month from it. We get sponsored by Betfair. It is a great podcast. I love it. Obviously, I love it because I'm a podcast. Anyway, so a lot of listeners, by the way, listen to the Betting Guy podcast. I've mentioned this podcast, so you will probably be listening to me right now. But good, it was good. It was good. It gave me a good standard of living. But was it great? Did it give me a great standard of living? And the answer is no. It was a good standard of living. People are, why are you giving that up? Why are you giving that up? Because I don't want good. I want bloody awesome. Good is the enemy of bloody awesome. Yes, it earned 5 figures a year. I'll tell you exactly what it earned. It earned £30,000 or £40,000, depending on how many downloads I got. How many hours did I spend on it? 3-4 hours per week. So it was good. But the problem is it was taking time and taking mental thinking power away from what I love, what I believe is my calling, this podcast. I love this podcast. It was taking time away from storage. It was taking time away from my blog. And for me, yes, short term, I will lose out. There is no way that I will be able to earn that hourly rate, what I can earn doing the podcast, as I can in other things right now. But in the future, I expect that I will be able to. And for me, that was good. What the life I'm carving out, I want to be great. So what I want you to look at is what are the good things in life that are stopping you? It could be a job. It could be a relationship. Good relationships. Do you know what? They're not great relationships. And I'm not saying that everyone should split up with partners. Please, I'm not saying that. But please know that there is a great relationship out there. And by the way, just so you know, if you treat your partner how you treat them when you first met, there will be no end. Tony Robbins says this: if you treat your partner how you treat them when you first met, the things you do you want to take out the rubbish for me? Yes, of course I do, darling. And off you go. We all seem to slum back, don't we? This isn't a relationship podcast or anything like that, but we all seem to default into our normal standard of living. Oh, yeah, taking the rubbish out. But do you know what? If you did them little things, if you treat that relationship as you did when it first started, then there will be no end. So remember that. You can always work in a relationship to make it good, make it great. But if it is good, if you're stuck in a rut, do you know what? There is a great relationship out there. Good is the enemy of great. If you're in a good job, guess what? I keep telling my friend, if one of my friends is listening to this right now, he'll know that I'm talking about him. Good is the enemy of great. That good job, guess what? If you've got ambitions to have a great job and a great life and a great income, you're never, ever going to get it from that good job. So what you need to do is you need to transfer. You need to transfer. You need to leave that good job and go after that great job. I'm not saying get rid of a job that you've got right now. Make sure that you have got a bridgeway to that great job. Start looking, start the process, making sure that you can bridge that gap, however you may do it. But please remember, good is the enemy of great. Good will stop you trying for great. That's why do you know what? In order to get a great life, in order to get a great job, in order to get a great relationship, you need to pass through settling at good. So many people settle at good. I'm here to tell you that good is not good enough for me. Is it good enough for you? If it is good enough for you, kudos, brilliant. But I know it's not good enough for me. I want to break through the good barrier. I don't want to be sat on the good step. I want to be sat on the awesome step. I need to break through that barrier of good. But to get to great, we can't go straight to great. Our life can't go from average to great. It's got to go average, good, great. But so many people settle for good. But we aren't settlers. So push through that good barrier and make sure you have a great life. And please, I don't want people to be, I'm splitting up with my wife, I'm splitting up with my husband. Please, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. It's just an analogy. It's just an example. All I'm saying is that good is the enemy of great. You need to get past the good to get to the great. And I know you can do it. Okay, my friends, tomorrow, interview day. And then Thursday, we have the secret to a successful life. And I'm going to share it with you. Oh, yeah. Share it on this podcast. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will be here tomorrow morning as well. If you could share this episode with a friend, that would be absolutely freaking awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I will speak to you tomorrow. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.